Take breathing. Uh, Milind, you are unmuted. Just see from where this ting is coming. So I'll share my PPT which I have done, and I'll also, there are 34 chapters in this book. So this book has 10 rules. You are the driver of the bus. In our life, if we take a driver's seat, if we take the responsibility for whatever is happening in our life, and this concept is also taught in many courses like Landmark Forum, and then second is there should be a desire, vision and focus. So goal setting. If I don't know where I have to go, how I will take the ticket for Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, I should know what is my destination. Then only I will plan for that. And then we have to fuel your ride with positive energy. There is a formula in the book later, E plus O. E plus P is equal to O. So whatever a person will perceive, event, E is for event, P is the perception. What I think. I can see the positiveness in any worst situation. Then the fourth is invite people on your bus and share your vision for the. So this is, there is a concept mastermind in the book of Napoleon Hill, Ninth Step to Riches. So all people in the bus should be having same vision. Otherwise, you tell them ki these are the 10 rules and you have to follow this. So the George character had three team members. And one of the team member, Michael, was not in line with the vision. So he was told, he went out and later again he joined the same organization. So don't waste your energy on those who do not get on your bus. Post a sign that says no energy vampire allowed. So here vampire is used as a energy wasters. Now I started, when I took this assignment, say Tuesday, Wednesday, in my office also, there are vampires. So I told them, see, I am reading this book. So you have to fall in line with my goal. Then only we will succeed. This is our goal. Uh, then enthusiasm attracts more passengers and energize them during the ride. Love your passengers. This book gives the 5 rules of love. We have also 5 love languages. I have called them Saag TT. Saag is vegetable in Hindi. Rajasthani people we call Saag for vegetable. So S is a sacrifice. A is a appreciation. G is a gift. And T is the time. And another T is a touch. So love your passengers, drive with purpose, and have fun and enjoy the ride. At the end of the bus ride, he meets a person called Eddie, who is 88 years young. So if we live life with joy, with purpose. So John Gordon is a young author, 71 born American author. And he had opened at the age of 24 restaurant and bar at 26. So a good experience. All his books, there's a website by his name. And there are other books written. This book, Energy Bus, was written in 2007. So about 18 years back. And there's a energy edit. So I have given the full list which is available on Google, and some of the books PDF I found out I have shared in this group. And after reading this book and other books, I felt each one of us can be a good life coach, can be good authors. So I invite each one of those who are interested, I would like to become mastermind. So the story in this book is there's a person called George, whose life was completely in a mess. Wife has given the warning, on the Monday when the tire was flat, ki, I'll have a divorce if you don't improve yourself or put things in right perspective. George had to launch a product called Energy 2000. That was his assignment. And so when he takes his car to the garage वाला says, कि अगर कार नहीं लाए होते ना तो आपकी जान चली गई होती. There would have been a severe accident. तो फ्लैट टायर हुआ तो उसका भी लकी है. There is a purpose in whatever happens in our life. So George, after giving the car in the garage, decides to take a public bus. And that public bus is called Energy Bus. And bus number is 11. I am learning numerology also. 1 is the number of sun. It is a powerful number. And 1 plus 1, 1 is the most powerful. In business, we say 1 plus 1. If there are two mastermind, they are 11. They are not two. So when we see the whole book, now we see that the author has done a lot of research, and there are few regular passengers in the bus by Denny. 1 minute, I'll put it down. Denny, Marty, Jack, Janice, and Eddie. Eddie, in the last, Eddie, 88 years young, in the bus. So, Joy, who is the driver of the bus, so says there are 10 rules. So the first rule is you are the driver of your bus. So in our life, we have to take a driver position. Then only we will live happily. For us, first is a self. Self is most important. Then the family, the starting place, from where we take rest, and then at the work, and then the society, and good life. Then Marty, who is the another passenger, gives the second rule that there should be a desire, vision, and focus. And the rule 3 is fuel your ride with positive energy. Thank you walk, this gratitude principle. So all this what we are saying are essentially is there in this book. And the Jack is the chief energy officer. He sees that he encourages everyone. So he encourages George. And for 2 weeks, the George takes this bus. And rule 4 is invite people, only those who share the same vision, those who are energetic, those who motivate others. So bus tickets is given only to them. So then rule 5 is don't waste your energy on those who don't get on your bus. So let the world live in their own way. Mel Robbins has written a book, Let Them Theory. What others are doing, let them do that. So George had to, launch NRG 2000, a new bulb. And rule 6 is no energy vampires allowed. The rule 7 says enthusiasm attracts more passengers and energize them during the ride. In the morning, every day morning, we are having 30 minutes call, 6:30 to 7. We discuss one habit of Mark Reklau book, 62 Habits, How to Become People Magnet. And I took one positivity session in skilling on Saturday, say about 2 weeks back. So in the evening, I have a WhatsApp call on happiness. Uh, so I have seen ki once we are happy, we are energetic, we are smiling, then we will be attracting, more passengers who are energetic in our team. And then rule 8 is love your passengers. So listening to them, empathy. So this is about team members, caring for them, giving incentives, taking time for them. Rule 9 is drive with a purpose. And then we have a AD, 88-year-old passenger, uh, he is full of life and joy and is still enjoying every moment, every second. Like 2 days back, we had Madam Asa Bhosle's 93rd birthday, and she danced on her birthday. There was a video circulated. So it is like that. We have seen Elizabeth at the age of 91 doing horse riding. So rule 10 is have fun and enjoy the ride. This the bus is a symbol for life itself. In the book, any questions at this stage? Uh, I'll stop sharing.
So I have a question.
Yeah, yes, Rahul.
So, sir, what do you think? Why the metaphor of bus is taken? Why not the car or the train or aeroplane?
We say na life is a bus, life is a journey. In fact, I was so metaphor of bus is taken because in the bus there is a ups and downs. When the journey is on, there will be some negative incidents also.
Ji.
So therefore, the metaphor bus is taken. There are bumpy rides. Then in the bus, there will be the passengers whom we may not like. So we should know how to control uh, our energy, and so we have made the rule for the bus ride. They will get only tickets if they align with the vision and purpose. I think no other metaphor would have suited for this explaining uh, the whole life span, family, uh, work, leading the team.
Ji. Thank you,
In
sir.
car, only 4 to 5 people can come, but in a bus, so I
Yes.
think that also can be the reason.
हमारी भी एनर्जी बस यही है इस ग्रुप की.
Rasi says bus is a public transport. Yes, I think there are some comments in the chat box. Let me see that.
I think the other way around.
Yeah.
We should travel in the bus and experience the things.
Yes,
So true.
Anywhere, wherever we are staying, we should travel in the bus. That's all. I'm in Mumbai, so we travel in BST bus.
Yogesh, you are right. There was a time I have not traveled public transport for a long time, maybe 30 years, but that when I was traveling, I decided once in a month I will travel by bus, by train. So then you see the other people, and then you feel that your life is 100 crore times better than what other co-passengers are, the way they are living life.
And not only that, we come across a lot of people for interaction, whether we interact it or not, that is a totally different things. But we come across a lot of from the lower place of the society economically to the even higher people are coming.
Yes.
So we come
Yes.
across so from the say different culture, different habits, different so many things are there in the bus. If you travel in the bus.
I read lot of now, like I read Durga Saptashadi, and there is a Manisha Panchkam. Shankaracharya has written one Manisha Panchkam. There are 5 slokas. So Shankaracharya tells, there was a Chandal or there may be a Sudra. So he asked him to give a space. And then he raises a question, shall I give a space by physically moving out myself or my Atma? So connecting with people, seeing every human being as a Brahman, all that will happen, Yogesh ji and friends, if we uh, travel by public transport or we start interacting with every human being, whether the person is a sweeper or a auto rickshaw driver. Yes, Milind.
Yeah,
Vasudev ji asked.
beautiful metaphor, Rajkumar ji. I just remember the movie Bombay to Goa. That movie gives everything, all the different experience, and it's at the end, life is a journey like one. And yeah, that movie caters everything. And driver, yes, he carries the responsibility of every person in this thing. Yeah, nice movie to watch and enjoy.
Yes, Vasudev ji.
Yeah, what I think about the bus is that when we are driving the bus, as the metaphor is saying about being the driver of the bus, it means we are taking around lot of people. If we are driving, if I am driving the car, then it will be my family or a few friends, maybe two, three friends. They may be directly related to me or they may be indirectly related to me, but the relationship is a direct relationship. But when we get into a bus, then there are people who are related to us. There will be certain people who are just co-passengers. We get in at some location, we travel to till some places, and then we get disconnected. But in between, because of our long relationship, just seeing each other, we may exchange certain things. Maybe sometimes it would have happened that together when we are traveling and there was some issue that bus did not come, then we shared the auto expenditure together and got into a auto because today's bus did not reach. So there is some relationship that gets built up. So beyond the family, beyond the work, beyond the colleagues, beyond friends, we have a lot of other people related to us whom we get interacted, whom we are serving, who serve us. So the metaphor of being the bus driver of the energy bus gives where you are giving the energy. It also shows how that energy can be distributed and how it is getting affected by different what you call different people or different sources of work. So that makes a total clarity on the bus being the what you call public transport actually. But when I become the driver of the bus, things are under my control. I can make so many people move or I can make them stop. So that is how the metaphor of bus and the bus driver gets added upon to that. That's how I have seen the metaphor of bus driver.
Yes. Vasudev, what I see after reading this book, FELD is a bus. And Vasudev, you are the driver. So you are telling passengers that these are the rules. You are in this
Right.
bus called FELD.
Mhm.
And if you are not following the rules, why you are in the bus?
Correct. Exactly.
Hmm.
And the destination should be clear where we
The
want to go.
destination should be clear.
And if you are going to that destination, then you be in this bus. Otherwise, you can
Yeah.
be in some other bus.
I remember, when I was not active, you asked me why you are in this bus.
Yes.
Mm.
Right.
Thank you. Unless there are any, but this book is given uh, very good points. It's a very simple book, short book, worth reading, practicing, and whatever else we have learned, the same thing is there in the book in a different language. So the way we will perceive, like this formula E plus O equal to E plus P equal to O, how you will perceive the event, on your perception, the outcome will depend. So thank you. I'll stop here.
Thank
Later
you.
on
Thank
also,
you.
if there are any queries, they can any reader can WhatsApp to me. It will give me a chance to relook at those principles. Uh, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
have made a short summary which I have shared in the group. I have made a PPT, and I would love to be more vigorous reader. I want to win the prizes for all the months, Vasudev. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
And
you.
the most wonderful takeaway was E plus P plus O, the outcome.
Equal to outcome, yes.
Yeah. So now I would like to welcome Milind to share his book summary.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajeshwari. Thank you, Rajkumar ji, for your wonderful this thing. Definitely, I will ask questions, to you, like how you select the books, and more discussion. Last time you invited us to join reading session with you, previous, before this particular sessions. So definitely, and you keep on using this word mastermind. So yes, I love that word actually, and we are actually in this particular masterminds, working together. Okay. So let me share my screen. Uh, share. And start. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yeah.
Milind?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So my voice is clear. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's start today's sessions by saying that today is World Mental Health Day, and there are lots of in offices, these mental health meditations are going on, lectures are going on, and we are on the right day to discuss on this particular topic. I selected the book today is on the same one. I like to start with this line which just Rajkumar sir just left. It is E plus P is equal to outcome. So events plus perspective. So my session is more on the perspective side of it, analyzing our internal world. Events. Uh, One of my friend, he received a nice job in a good company 2 years back. He promoted as a technical head of the company. I was very happy. And yesterday I came to know that he's being laid off. So he called me for the help. There is a lot of laying off and redundancy happening in my organization. Very talented people, very capable people are getting laid off. There is a lot of mental health issues I can see in India. There are diverse rates are increasing. I want to continue with the last week's discussion where one of our member presented the book, like how to stop worrying and start living the life. And there are lots of people actually explore the topic and come up with different solution. And Sumita ji from our group, she gave a simple one word answer to the question to the lady who is really feared about his love beings may get away from her. Death is one of the reason for fear nowadays. Okay. And Sumita ji give a very one single word answer, which is impermanence. Okay. The impermanence goes in the design of our life. That's why I said the perception that we need to set clear. We discuss about the worry, why we worry. Everyone here is basically wants to get out of the suffering. Everyone wants the happiness in the world. Everyone wants to be successful in the world. Okay. So before starting the book, instead of giving some introduction about myself and taking a lot of time, I just want to give more time to the spiritual leaders and the writers and the saints and the Rishi Munis of our Indian culture. One of them is Raman Maharshi. Okay, they have written so many books in our Indian culture in their own Tamil language and all that, which got translated into English. Okay, which normally people do not read, but instead of just follow the Western books. So he has written this particular everything is perfect in God's creation. So today's session is mainly on this. Second line is ignorance and suffering exist only in the mindset of a people. That this book is all about how to eradicate suffering or completely remove the suffering from your life. Okay, how your mind builds that particular suffering. So these books talk a lot on this particular line. Okay, but today's session definitely I think you will enjoy. It is more visual, that how this God creation is happened. Uh, let me ask you one question. Just unmute your mic and speak. Whenever you get up early in the morning, okay, how you feel? You feel tired or you feel energetic? You feel refreshed? How you feel in the morning? Anyone?
Fresh.
Fresh?
Well, for me, it varies.
Some
Sorry,
of the
Pinaki?
days,
For me, it varies. For me, it varies.
Not audible.
Yeah, you're not
For
audible.
me, it varies.
It varies. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So when you get up early in the morning or in the morning, okay, normally you feel fresh. Why you feel fresh? Because before that you have nice 8 hours sleep, and that sleep is designed by the nature. It is a gift of the nature given to you. Okay. If you miss that particular sleep, okay, for many months, definitely it is going to impact your health. That is something design. We have, this is our design, this thing that we have this four state of consciousness. One is your Jagruti, Swapna, Shushupti, and Turiya. Okay. So in that particular sound sleep, when you get up in the morning, you see, you feel that you know that yeah, you have a sound sleep, means there are no dreams, you're sound. So what missing in that particular sleep is basically your mind, your body. Okay, but in the morning when you get up, but still you remember that you have sound sleep. That means something is present at that moment you are in sleep. Who is that? So we are going into that particular zone step by step. So what Ramana Maharshi says that when you get up in the morning, just observe the very first bit. Okay, and I will relate this everything to the book. Very first second when you get up, your mind, that's why I use the Spider-Man, my favorite character. You build the matrix, okay, the web around you of the world. If you see, these are ladder and snakes and ladder, these are your fear and doubts throughout the day you are facing, plus the success ladder which you want to climb. And every day, the numbers here defines your age. You know, different age every day, every month, every year, you do this repeatedly. Okay, you want a some success, but there is a fear and doubt. Okay. So there is this small story shared by uh, Mr. Pendarkar. He is the founder of Vicco Vajradanti, the toothpaste we use. Yeah, he shared this particular story that this particular person wants to go to the 100th floor to his flat. Okay, so he start climbing. That is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 15th of the age. You know, so that number of floors is actually represents our age. Okay, so when he reached to the 100th floor and he tried to open his flat, at that time he come to know that his keys are missing. Okay, he keeps on, you know, stair by stair he goes there and he found his keys missing. What is that missing key? Every one of us, we want the success and all that, but at the same time, dear friends, we want to look at the other aspect of the life. That is what we discussed in previous session as well, is the meaning, the meaningful life we want to live. Even if you get everything in your life, all the success which is in your mind, but inside if you are not satisfied with that, not fulfilled, then it is not 100% success. Okay, so that is what I always like to do is read this book, whichever our friends tell us in a FELD group. The next book is a switch. I will connect that here as well. Okay, but connect that to some scripture in our old tradition from Rishi Muni, any sentence and this thing, because that base ground is already with us. It is already defined in us. So just stack that particular knowledge on it. Okay, and for that, what do we do? We have the intelligence. Everyone here is an angel for me. Everyone has that particular intelligence. We come up with artificial intelligence. Last time, dear Shivani took a very nice artificial intelligence session. So yes, we are taking all help of artificial intelligence to gather the information. We have the apna knowledge. Thank you, Pinaki. We have the apna intelligence. Okay, so we have this knowledge. Okay, gathered for, we are 6 years this thing, but 40 or 50 years of age, we have the so much experience, knowledge with us. So we use that to connect all those particular dots together. Okay, but we are not this. That is what I'm saying. This particular failed group is unique because the next step is not available outside. Okay, which is the third wisdom, to convert this knowledge into practical application in your day-to-day life. That is an action point, which the word which Pinaki gave at the beginning of this particular year. Okay, how to do that is only available on this particular group, taking the help of the people in this particular group. That many coaches here, they are there to help you. And that one is the third point, which is your atmic intelligence, which is within you, which is already within you. Okay, so let's start with this particular knowledge. Today I pick up this particular book. The top one is basically don't believe everything you think. Okay, thinking is not the same as your thought. So in this particular book, author actually deconstruct the step by step how your mind work. Okay, but same topic, this second big no self name problem. I love this particular book. It gives you how your brain is programmed. Okay, since many of these are NLP, this is goes very close to the NLP. Okay, how our brain, how our left and right hand side, because this is written by neuroscientists. Okay, it gives you the clear cut, all the diagrams, etc., very beautiful examples. While reading only, you will start enjoying like how our brain works, and we completely believe on what our brain says. Okay, but in this book it explains that you don't have to believe on this thing. So these two books go side by side. Our sense of self, which is our ego, is an illusion created entirely by our left side brain. When I read this particular book, I imagine. Okay, why? Because it gives this whole books or George Dispenza video, they give you the scientific explanation of what we have seen in our all scriptures, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and every Vedic scripture, whatever Rishimuni written. Only these people, they give very nice presentation in science, because since I'm an engineer, I believe energy neither be created nor be destroyed. If somebody says aham brahmasmi, then but yeah, this is how we actually interpret our this thing. So yes, so first one is don't believe everything you think. So we'll go step by step into the books. What is written? This book is written by Joseph Nguyen. And again, this book helps you to understand how to break this particular habit of overthinking. Okay, he clearly mentioned that how this overthinking brings you the suffering. Okay, the suffering is actually optional, which is what Buddha said. Okay, this is again from Eastern philosophy. Okay, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So he helps you to understand this particular concept very well in this particular book. There are 17 chapters of it. Okay, very, very simple to understand. YouTube video is available, audio. So you can, I listen this multiple times, each chapter. It takes 5-7 minutes. Okay. In this session, I'm just going to touch few my favorite chapters, and I will give the highlights of other chapters. The very first concept which he explained very nicely, that thinking is not same as a thought. Okay, we use this word interchangeably, like thinking, thoughts, emotion, feelings. Okay, keep on saying this thing. Sometime I heard coach saying that everything is in your brain, how your thinking is with related to your brain. Some of the coaches said no, brain is not this thing, your heart is important, all emotions are in your heart. The other coaches say no, your gut feeling, it is in that. Okay, for me, I love my whole body. Okay, so I need kind of unison. I love my body. It is designed by God. Okay, so let's see how our this thing is designed. So this book, at the end of the session, no matter what happens in your life, you do not have to suffer emotionally or psychologically. Absolutely, just refer to this PDF, refer to the summary, read this particular book. No need to suffer emotionally. Okay, now on the screen there is a nice image at the bottom. Can anyone tell me what that image is of quickly? At the bottom there is image.
The image of a brain and the information which is coming to the brain.
Exactly,
data.
exactly. There is an image. There is an image of a brain. Yeah. So everyone, we have seen this particular image in books and this thing. We immediately know that this is the image of the brain. So author talks about how the mind works, the construct of the mind. But my main focus is, as Pinaki say, the information is coming to this particular area. Okay, the information is coming to it, how the whole world is defined. Okay, and we are the part of that particular creation. So let's start that particular journey, and definitely we'll see how author is also referring to the same thing. Yeah. Human experience, the author says he learned it hard way from the Sydney Banks tradition, but actually this is our Eastern philosophy as well. Okay, that there is a universal mind, there is a consciousness, and there is a thought. Okay, there is a universal intelligence which is working. We'll see in a few moments how beautifully this whole universe is created. That's why today's my topic in this presentation is mainly on this one, how beautifully it is created, and we are part of that creation. We are not separate from it, absolutely not. We are part of that particular creation. Consciousness is awareness, basically the awareness with which we see this particular, we create our perception, we see our thoughts, we see visually everything, we see these particular events. And thoughts, remember my friend, thoughts are the creative powers given to us by the universe. There are hundreds of NLP trainers in this world. They are doing NLP masters, NLP practitioner, but there is only one NLP action throughout the world. NLP in action group. Why? Because that is the creative thought came into the Pinaki's mind, and he gave the name of this is as NLP in action. Okay, so these are the creative powers which come to you. Okay, and you need to then process those particular thoughts. Okay, for your outcome, to get the results to you. Okay, so your thoughts and consciousness, basically that creates your whole experience and emotions. So these books talk about how these particular thoughts are not your thoughts. Okay, they come from outside. Other day there I thought of starting something in, I currently based in London, so starting something for these small kids to teach them our Indian languages. Okay, me and my wife were thinking, but we haven't taken action on it. See, that is just a thought came to us. I haven't taken any action, but there is one other group, they already started doing that free of charge. So thoughts are came to me, I haven't taken action. That group, they took the action, done it. So actions, thoughts are there in this particular universe, and universe provide this because we are part of that particular creation. And now we'll see how this particular creation work. The very first thing, it start with
The Big Bang Theory offers a scientific explanation about the
sorry, could you hear the voice of the video? Yes? Okay, please. Thank you. Yeah.
origin of the universe. According to the theory, our universe began with a Big Bang about 13.8 billion years ago. In this explosion, the entire universe was gathered together in a dense point, and then began to expand with a Big Bang. The explosion caused the formation of energy and matter particles and led to the harmonious development of our universe in its current form. After the explosion, a number of events took place, including the formation of many things, such as cosmic microwave background radiation and large-scale structures of the universe. The Big Bang Theory is important for understanding the structure of the universe and helps astronomers understand the nature and origin of the universe. The Big Bang Theory
Now, if you see the Big Bang Theory, okay, it's just say it created the harmonious structure. What is that harmonious structure? We are that particular harmonious structure. Okay, this world is created by the vibrations, basically the zebra. the stripes on this thing, the tiger stripes, this is all created by a vibration, and we are part of that particular vibration. Okay, we are part of that particular universe. Okay, you are not alone here. You are not just thinking on your dreams and achieving something, something for your, just for your family. No, the whole universe is actually there to support you. We normally think that we are the part of the universe, and the all the planets are revolving around the sun. Let's see how actually that happens.
Our solar system does not move like this through space. In reality, it's a lot crazier. It looks more like this. The planets orbiting the sun in an organized chaos. But how is this happening? Well, the sun itself is orbiting the center of the Milky Way galaxy, dragging all the planets along with it. But we are not orbiting our galaxy in this perfectly flat plane. The plane of our solar system is actually tilted 60 degrees forward like this, and it rotates at a rate of 130 miles per second. So the actual spot you were in an hour ago is now 460,000 miles away. That's fast.
So guys, here we are sitting for this particular session, but actually we are traveling that fast. We are part of that universe. Universe is not static, it is expanding. Okay, the reason that you can't sleep on the bed, because universe is pulling you. You can't sit idle. What the karma siddhanta, you can't live without action. So take advantage of that. Take that particular force, that design force which universe has given, already given to you. Okay, that is what.
Our solar system does not move.
And what we think normally, who we are, we just think that we are just the body, but you are not just the body. We are here as a part of the universe, whole universe. Okay, and now we are just living in our small cushion of the ego, that I want to control everything, I want approval, I want appreciation. We are in this particular thinking, creating suffering for us, which is not at all required, because we are part of this particular universe, and universe take care of us like baby. So what are the life we have is not against us, this is for us. So instead of catching yourself in this ego or the mental habit of overthinking, let's come out of it and jump into the book. It helps you to come out of that particular cobwebs of overthinking. Okay, the root cause of suffering, the book says, the root cause of something is our thinking. Okay, how you perceive the world. Okay, whenever you see something outside, the events and everything, it creates the reflection in your mind. All your previous experiences, your fear, doubts, it creates the image, and so it is not the actual world which you see, it is the reality in your mind, is your own interpretation. Okay, so it is own thinking. The suffering, the reason for, अगर आप दुखी हो तो उसका reason आप खुद हो. There is no external event of a person is responsible for your pain or your suffering. Okay, pain is inevitable. Yeah, everyone, pain is inevitable. Yes, there is a hardship in your life. Okay, but suffering is optional. And everyone wants to be happy, peace, love, everything in your life that is already within you. We'll see in the next particular slide. So always remember that suffering is optional. That is something created by your thinking. We'll see what the difference between thinking and thoughts in a moment. So for example, if you're not happy with your job, the book gives this particular example. If you're not happy with the job, the happening, whatever happening in the office, when you sit with your family for the dinner, okay, everyone there is enjoying their time there with you, but you are in your mind, I hate my job. You are thinking you are not there, you are somewhere else. And nowadays we see this every time, when we meet people and everything, on your family members and all that, parties and all that, people are not present. Attention span is reduced. It mentioned in our Atomic Habit book. Okay, it completely goes on reducing. The other day, this H1B visa prices was increased from 80,000 to 8 lakh. Okay, and the person analysis said that in future, okay, mental health is going to be a big issue, and at that time, meditation, yoga, NLP, these are the skill set which is required in future, which is going to help you. Okay, so how to control? You have the choice. That's why I highlighted. You have the choice to control this. Okay, instead of instead of going into that overthinking mode, you need to be mindful and present in the present moment to enjoy with your family. Okay, so you need to learn those particular skills, okay, to kill this particular habit of destroying yourself by your own. Okay, who is doing that? Who is doing that particular overthinking? It is you. And who can help you? You only. No external person, no external thing can help you. You need to find your own answer. And here, that's why we are helping you. Like, again, no one can help anyone. You need to help yourself. Yes, in this book, he gives very nice example of a empty boat. This is very nice Buddhist story. This guy, he is not able to focus on any of his word or his meditation. So he goes to his master saying that I can't meditate in this particular phase. Everyone in his family, everyone is shouting, all my colleagues and is shouting, I can't sit for the meditation. So his master says, okay, then go into the jungle. So he go into the jungle, he sit for the meditation. Okay. But then again he comes and complains saying that, oh no, I can't sit there because there is all the animals and birds and this noise and that noise. Okay. So this is again blaming. It is the complaining mode. Okay. Then this monk, he goes into the nice lake on a boat. Okay. He said, no one is going to come here. I can sit nicely and do my meditation. Okay. So he sit for the meditation and suddenly the water flash on his face and he suddenly get angry and he start blaming, okay, who is there? And he says there is one boat approaching his boat. Okay. There is a fog, so he's not able to see. So he start actually accusing that person, that is, you can't control your boat. See, you can't see, you can see I'm sitting here in a meditation and all of this thing, but that boat comes and bump his boat. Okay, he starts shouting, he's really really angry, he really upset. But then he says, when he see that particular boat, there is no one in that particular boat. Okay, it was just empty. So that is how all these events, all external things are like empty boats. Okay, everything happens our inside. Okay, what are our inside perceptions that set to the event that brings the outcome? That is what we say in the set in the first session. Okay, so our insights creates that particular outcome, or insight is something which we can control. Instead of controlling anything outside, we need to focus mainly on our insight. And again, I'm referring to the first thing, that you are not just a human being, you are the spiritual being in a human body. Okay, get into that. So all the books like Switch is the read for this week. Change is the book for this week. Atomic Habit, any book which we try to implement, very clearly written in Atomic Habit, you need to understand your own identity. Without identity, there no complete 100% success. Books talk about pain versus suffering. We just seen that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. There are two arrows. One is pain, hardship. Yes, it is. We need to accept it. Okay. Like every day, if I go by bus to the office, it is suppose hardship. Yes, it is a part of this thing. But yes, the suffering, anger, regret, fear that comes is actually a optional thing. Okay, you don't have to fall into trap of your own thinking. How you see, you always have a choice. Every day you have a choice. And when you do that particular choice, what is the first step? The very first thing which you do in the morning, very first thing when you get up, how you express the gratitude. Then why we think negatively? Okay, because how we design, that is, I'm going back to the original design. We design because we always, our brain is programmed, which is called reptile portion of the brain, which always look for the immediate threat. It always goes into the prediction that something may go wrong. Okay, in one of the nice book, I will share the name of the book again. The very first chapter is on fear. The fear has always one song in your mind, which is no, 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 monotonous. Don't take any action. No, no, no. Okay, it doesn't take you anywhere, which is the atomic response. Okay, danger. I'm from the area in Mumbai, Chembur. At that time, there is RCF, fertilizer company. And when Bhopal tragedy happened, okay, in our school days, okay, there is a huge this thing that something will happen to my area because the refineries was there. There is a huge fear. It is a danger. Again, I am from the area in Chembur where there is a many mafia dons were there. Chota Rajan, Bada Rajan, Daud, and all those things. Okay. So in our childhood, there is a lot of danger created around their images and all that. But absolutely, I never faced any incident of such. Okay. Even those gangsters, we used to see those people. Okay, in our childhood school days and all that. But nothing danger to us. So yes, your mind creates this particular kind of scenarios. So you really need to look into it. Okay. But how to do that? What the solution of that? We will see in a few moments. Okay. So very clearly, I love this particular topic in this particular book. What are the thoughts and what is the thinking? Okay. So thoughts are the spontaneous and effortless creative ideas which sparks in our mind. Okay. As at the beginning of the session, we seen the world is actually the universe is expanding. So we are part of that. So those thoughts, ideas are going to come to you. Okay. Once you set for something, like for example, Rajeshwari, if you want to set something as a coach, okay, more and more ideas are bound to come to you because you now set that program. The universe are going to send all those ideas to you. Thinking is an analytic, it is analytic or it is a time consuming, it is a limiting or judgmental. Okay, very simple example which these books gives. At this moment, just think about how much money you want to earn per month to live your ideal life. Ideal life for me it's 100K pounds. So that answer comes to your mind. Okay, there is no thinking involved, it comes to you. That thought is there. Okay, but now how to achieve that particular result, your thinking starts. And if you do more and more thinking, then it goes into the overthinking mode. And you start, just try this example, and then you start listing all this thing, then it comes with the limiting belief. Na ye to hai, lekin, these are the some of the limiting belief. So you need to just observe those particular things, that what actually happens when you do this particular overthinking. It takes you away all your creativity, all your enthusiasm around that particular idea. So thoughts are creative, but thinking, especially the negative thinking, destroys those particular idea. Okay, those who works definitely get the success. In 2006, I got this particular idea. I used to live in Jersey, that I love the photography, so I should have my own site showing all the photographs of Jersey. And my currently after in 2025, my site is the second best in Jersey for the tourism website. Okay, so it comes as just an idea that why should not I put my photographs on website, and now it is a completely running business. So it's up to you how you convert those particular thoughts into the outcome. Okay, I will give you quick. So this is the process. This is the lava flowing out of it, and we are the part of this particular process. When this lava falls into the water, if it directly dips into the water, okay, it creates different type of the rocks, different structure of the rocks. It is the process, and we are also in this process. In this, there are rocks that are so hard we can use it to cut the material. Okay, so they are, because it is a process, it directly dip into the water. But if it is a slow process, it forms the rocks which is used for the construction. See, process is the same. Okay, process is the same, but if this particular rock, it is a porous rock. Okay, when the lava falls into the water, it creates this porous. So the reason for this particular slide is, when idea comes to it, it is not a positive or negative, it is like battery. Okay, so it is not a positive or negative thought, both thoughts are important. Okay, but what the outcome that you get, okay, that is real key for this one. Like, how you materialize this, but how you use those particular thoughts to convert into the outcome. So how do we stop thinking? Absolutely, there is no need to stop your thinking. Books talk about it. Yes, you can reduce the power of those thinking. Thinking is again positive and negative. We'll see in a minute. But again, negative thinking, yes, you can reduce the power of it. How? The good example is again meditation. We need to create a bird eye view, okay, of the situation and events in your life. Okay, you need to see the path ahead. Okay, you know that the success is the next this thing. You need to see how your life looks. Life is not a straight line. Okay, but for that you need to create a view, and that you can actually get apart from that particular thoughts or the thinking process by using the meditation or mindfulness. Okay, don't grab yourself or don't go into the webs which you have created by your thinking. Okay, just feel aside by the meditation. So that's why this particular book also gives some nice ideas on this thing, how to calm your thoughts. So create that particular view. Enjoy the surrounding. You are like mountain and sky. Okay, you are not just this mind. You are not this body. You are something beyond. That's why we say NLP and beyond. There is always beyond. And in this group, we are actually exploring that particular area. That you are not just limited by your thoughts. You are something beyond. The topic, this particular book talk about unconditional love and creation. Yes, you are part of that particular whole universe which loves you. And how you start this thing, how you know that you are the part of that universe, it is from the very first prayer which you do in the morning. मैं आनंद स्वरूप आत्मा हूँ, मैं सर्वशक्तिमान हूँ, मैं आनंद पर रूप परमात्मा की संतान हूँ. ओके, मैं ऋषियों का वंश हूँ, मैं परमात्मा का अंश हूँ, मैं आनंद स्वरूप परमात्मा के छत्र छाया में हूँ. कोई भी वातावरण में और कोई भी परिस्थिति में कोई भी नकारात्मक विचार मुझे छू भी नहीं सकते. So once you know in the morning that you are part of, okay, where I learn that in NLP action session. That is how you need to start your day, that you're declaring to the universe that I'm part of this particular whole universe. And then universe is definitely backs in. I'm getting the results nowadays. Okay, after doing these sessions last 1.5 on the FELD group. Okay, so our natural state is love and creation. We do not have to look outside. We need to just calm down our thinking. Okay. Next one is, yes, nice chapter on the goals, like redefine your ambition. Everyone who wants to set the goals in their life, please read this 2-3 pages. Not it is not a book big, very simple. The goal defined by in desperation and goal defined in inspiration. Book nicely differentiate that, and definitely we want to go inspiration, where we feel joy, where we feel light, and we are in a flow. So definitely read this particular book, and nicely describe that how to differentiate between desperation and inspiration. The next one is trusting the inner campus. That's why I connect at the start. I take a lot time on the how the universe is formed, because that is what the book says. The trusting the inner campus with intuition. Okay, the answers come from within. The reason I put the Nursing Home photo here, because day before yesterday I watched the movie Nursing Home. It is animated movie on Netflix. Very beautiful movie. But that is how the Bhakta Prahlad, throughout the movie or his story, as we know, he has a completely fate on the universe. Okay. It doesn't mean that you do not have to take action, but you need to believe on your intuition. Okay. And there is a help. Now, in this particular story, Narsimha come from to save the one Bhakta Prahlad. Okay, so I'm not saying that the God is going to come from outside. Okay, but he is definitely going to help you from within. Okay, and that is what your intuition is. So you need to replace your fear with faith and your control with your trust. And how it comes, it is building your spiritual dimension. So stick to your roots. Okay, I don't want you to be religious or something, or go after some god. No, I'm not talking about that. Basically, it is within you, your own Atma Vishwas, your self confidence that will guide you. Okay, that is what Swami Vivekananda said. Okay, if you trust 1,000 gods and 10,000 gods, if you don't believe on yourself, it is nothing in the way that God is within you. That's why this particular this thing, the way, just connect whatever we learn from our childhood. So still we are 6-year kid, okay, with 40-50 years of experience. And then returning home, yes, suffering ends when you stop believing every thought. No need to believe on every thought. Okay. We don't need to build happiness, just remove the mental noise. We are already happy. We can smile, so why not smile every day? Smile to yourself, smile in front of the mirror. You are the beautiful creation of the world. Peace is always one thought away. You are already peaceful being. The real path, less doing, more being. So just enjoy your beingness. And the last one, I will conclude my session saying one dialogue from Rajkumar. Okay. The dialogue goes on like this. Uh, नहीं, which from which movie is that? Um, हमको मिटा सके वो मुसीबतों में दम नहीं. हमको मिटा सके वो मुसीबतों में दम नहीं. परमात्मा के बदौलत हम जीते हैं वरना हम होते ही नहीं. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pinaki. Thank you, Rajeshwari. Thank you, Vasudev ji. Thank you.
Awesome.
Something entertaining.
You have
Entertaining.
given everything: spiritual knowledge, NLP knowledge, thinking, difference between thinking and thought. My goodness.
It is, I know it is little bit of a heavy session. I understood that one. But the whole bottom line here, as Pinaki and Vasudevji sir, we were discussing at the beginning, we want these sessions and this thing more and more, this thing, because like all of us are so enthusiastic about bringing uplifting each other, and actually we help ourselves only, like when last week when we were discussing this book, that how to stop worrying and all that, so suddenly at that time only I send you a message saying that okay, next week I will take this one, because yes, we when we see the outer world to find a solution and techniques, like I want to take the swish technique actually, in this particular session, the just to eradicate all your all old beliefs, old this thing. But then I thought, since we discussing all worry and everybody discuss about the external tools, I said no, we need this particular internal connection with ourselves first. That is identity building. And now definitely we are reading the switch book now, again the rider and the elephant story and all that. So definitely nice metaphor they use, but if we forget ourselves who we originally are, and that is what we learn in NLP action. I'm taking again and again NLP action because it gives you that particular blueprint. So thanks Pinaki for that. Start your day with that one positivity and end the day with gratitude. Throughout the day be happy. There is no other person. You are only alone. So why happy? Why bother about others? Thank you. Any questions? Anyone? Any question?
The question is, how do you do that? Milind, it's a wonderful session. The way you connected the dots from different perspectives of life. Absolutely amazing. And yes, I read this book quite some time back. The message which I normally share in many of my training sessions is I picked up the message from this book itself. And yes, that there's a difference in the thought and the thinking. So you have to be very careful that what kind of words you're using to narrate something to yourself. And that's the first thing that we do. If we look at the communication model of the mind, the first thing is deletion. So even when you're deleting, that means you're not taking interest in those things. They're not important for you. So out of those 2 million data points, which are bombarding you and me every second, we are deleting most of it. We only pick up about 7 to 9 of them. 7 plus minus 2. So we pick up 7 to 9 of the data points which are coming to us every second. And then out of those 7 to 9, a big chunk of it we simply distort. Now, this is where this thinking and thought comes.
Yeah.
That's why that the title of the book itself says, don't trust
Awesome.
whatever you are thinking. Because your thinking is completely distorted. If you look into the NLP perspective of this, it's completely distorted because I just posted it in the chat box also. I just said meaning making. So your meaning making of those 7 to 9 data points which is coming
Data
to you
points.
is your distortion because you think that is real.
Yeah.
है ना? और वहीं पे हम फंस जाते हैं. That is why the very first presupposition of NLP, the belief of excellence, says that every human being has a unique model of the world because every word has 8.1 billion meanings.
Yeah.
If we have 8.1 million people on this earth, every word that you and I use in communication, it has 8.1 billion meaning. Even if I ask you that what does say beautiful means to you, so we will have, right now we are 13 of us here, we will have 13 different definitions of the word beautiful. Because according to my reality, my thinking, this is real about beautiful. So यहीं पे हमारे author ने उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी तरीके से he mentioned in this book that like be careful about what you believe. You know, when your beliefs are running your life. So be careful about what you believe, and naturally the whatever you and I believe is an outcome of the words that you and I use to narrate that perception. If you go by the NLP again, the structure of communication, it starts with the reference structure, which actually what happened, followed by deep structure, जो मेरा meaning making है, and followed by surface structure, which the words that I'm using to communicate that perception about that event. And that hardly comprises 5% of what actually happened. That's why, again, at one point, this author is also talking about that be careful that whether you're making a meaning or you're describing a situation. Now, when we go into the security forces, they always focus on the word situation. They never ask that what is the problem. They never ask. They say your problem is your meaning making of that situation. So sometimes even for clarity, they ask कि आपको ऐसा दिख रहा है या आपको ऐसा लग रहा है? So like I am fortunate to become a part of a training program for Delhi Police. मुझे एक opportunity मिला था उनके साथ एक program मुझे deliver करने का. तो वहां से मैंने ये सब सीखा. So when I was in that session, so they asked me that what is your expectation? तो मैंने बोला कि मैं आज यहाँ पे सिर्फ सीखने के लिए आया हूँ. And so तो उन्होंने हमें पूछा आप सिखाएंगे क्या? मैंने बोला then I shared about that wonderful video or wonderful topic which I always share, that you are your best teacher, best trainer, best coach and best mentor. है ना? आज तक कोई किसी ने भी आपको कुछ सिखा नहीं पाया except what you picked up to teach yourself. आपने वही सीखा जो आपने खुद अपने आप को सिखाया. तो मैं यहाँ पे मैं खाली अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करूंगा. तो आप वही सीखोगे जो आप खुद अपने आप को सिखाने के लिए तैयार हो. And that set the tone of that entire session. तो wow. इसीलिए मैंने बोला कि मैं आज यहाँ पे सीखने के लिए, क्योंकि मैं जो भी बोल रहा हूँ वो कम से कम मैं तो सुन रहा हूँ. So, and this is where the book that you shared, Milind, makes all the difference. It's not important what you are thinking. Be careful how your thoughts are forcing you to think the way you're thinking. And और जो भी आप think करो वही आप believe करो. You believe that dog का मतलब यही है कि ये मेरा belief है. So every word that you and I learned in our journey of whatever years, like the number of times the earth traveled around the sun, as long as you dropped on this earth, that is your age. So every word that you and I learned is always backed by some event and then repetition of similar events. I was having a conversation yesterday with probably Ankita. तो मैं उसको बोल रहा था कि see, it's all a feeling. Every word is stored here inside our brain as a feeling. The internal representation of every word is a feeling. If you close your eyes, you can feel a giraffe also. वो picture आपका feeling ही है. So the author is very clear while he is presenting this book, while he wrote about this book, be careful that your thinking and the thoughts that are behind those thinking are very, very crucial. And every thought that is coming to you, you have a definition of that thought. You have a word which is attached to that thought. One of the sessions which we attend in SOS, this presenter was very clear, and I really liked that. He said that whatever emotion you're going through, uska ek naam do pehle. Find out uska naam kya hai. And then you address that. Otherwise, you really do not know what you are going through. है ना? तो वे जो नाम हम दे रहे हैं वो हमारा थिंकिंग है,
Thinking, yeah, yeah.
है ना?
That's
और
the
उस नाम
combination.
के पीछे जो कुछ हो रहा है वो हमारा थॉट है.
Yeah, yeah.
So whatever emotion you are going through right now, उसका पहले एक नाम दो. Unless you know that emotion, you cannot address it. आप उसको लिए कुछ कर ही नहीं पाओगे. So thank you so much, Milind, for presenting this book in such a nice way and connecting the dots right from the creation of the universe. Yes, matters.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for this wonderful evening.
Thank you, Pinaki. Thank you, Pinaki, for addition. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's profound. Yeah. Pinaki, the thing which you say that you are your own teacher, that is actually really deep thought. You need to really work on this because it's taking the complete responsibility. There is no outside, absolutely no outside.
Yeah,
That is what
absolutely.
Raman Maharshi said. There is
Absolutely.
nothing outside. There is only one you in this world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyone else? Hi, Ankita. I can see your smiling face there.
So we have Sakshi with us, Mitesh, and then Rahul, Vasu sir.
Rahul is
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Would you like to add something? Komal and then Suman.
Yes, so very wonderfully explained. Though I joined for 20 minutes, but the value that you have provided, no sir. Like you started from that image is still roaming in my mind about the girl and see there are that girl and then when you go the zoom out, we are only one part of it.
The whole
तो वो
universe.
बहुत ही mind blowing था that image. And also you showed that the stone when it comes it will be porous. So our thoughts also unless and until we don't give fuel to it. So
Yeah.
that was mind blowing. Sir आपने क्या बताया, it was really I got hats off to you sir. Thank you.
Thank you. This is all okay. This is all what we are doing here is for the failed group. Okay, so that's why
Yeah.
at the beginning we requested to this thing just now put the fence around it because really brilliant people are working here. We need to really know the value of this thing. What just now Pinaki shared or Rahul is here. Rahul, thanks for sharing that video, that summary on the switch. I really loved it, and immediately then I went to AI, try to find out how you did it. How you did it. That is how we learn from each other. Only I learned the AI technique from this. The very first presentation in AI I learned from here, from Saurabh. Last time you put your presentation, Shivani took the AI lecture. So, this group actually uplifts you, saying that, oh, this is doable. Somebody in our group is doable, and everyone is there to help you if you stuck somewhere. But yes, we created that. I shared that on, I think, NLP and Beyond group, that how to create, how to convert those, create your own videos in different languages and all that. Just use that in your business and in your this thing. So we are here to support each other. Okay, actually no one required that support, but as Pinaki said, you are your own teacher, but we are here with you. And yeah, we need to take some strict rules, and Vasudevji here to drive that bus. bus and Rajeshwari there to collect the tickets. So only give to the tickets who are ready to pay. Yeah, thank you.
One question is very important when people are joining this group is to sometimes I ask when people join my groups like what is your intention to join this group, है ना? बहुत जरूरी. अगर आपकी इंटेंशन क्लियर नहीं है then आप खाली वहाँ भीड़ इकट्ठा कर रहे हो. So there's no point unless you are very clear about what is your intention. Yeah.
So let's conclude this session as people are leaving. So thank you so much.
Thank you
Milind and-
everyone. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, Rajkumar sir has left because of the
Yeah.
Karwa Chauth.
Yes.
Thank you so much everyone for joining. It
Thank
was really a
you.
wonderful session. All the slides and everything and
Enjoy.
presentation from both of you was very awesome. So much to learn.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Have a
Enjoy
great day.
weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And weekend
Bye-bye.
also. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Make your weekend amazing.
Yes.
Thank
This
you.
line, I just love it.
Thank you. Okay.